Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, it's going to be OrkoPolo versus myself here on Babylon. Top left, going to be OrkoPolo, our Zerg player. And in the bottom right, it is myself, a Protoss. No, this is not me playing, but it's a longtime subscriber of mine named myself. He's got a Bob the Zealot spinning logo. He has thrown down a pylon on the high ground here today and sending out a probe, hopefully to block a hatch, as is the meta in ZVP these days in the year 2023. Anyway, hope everybody's having a great time. This is a Mid-Rank Madness replay sent to Sniper Monkey at the email address in the description. Send him your replays if they are gold, platinum, or diamond. Make sure they're fun or interesting in some way. He will watch it, I guarantee. Hatch first comes down from OrkoPolo. He will let me know which ones are the best, and I will cast the best. That's how this is going to work today. So, hope you are hope if you're a mid-rank madness player that I can cast your game someday. That would be fun. So, blocking the spawning pool temporarily. Mostly by accident, I feel like. And a gateway's coming up. We've got gas. Slowly saturating it. Yeah, okay. Four probes on the gas here, which is more than necessary. But this is mid-rank madness. These players do know what they're doing, but sometimes they just need a little bit of coaching. So, there we go. But if you don't have this worker count above your structures, go into options, gameplay, and this checkbox right here. Always show worker status, okay? All right, it helps you. It helps you a lot. Maybe it doesn't help players like Cyril and Maru and Innovation and Hero and stuff, but it certainly will help us. And helping us is what this Mid-Rank Madness series is all about. Again, thank you, Sniper Monkey, for screening my replays. I really do appreciate it. I wish you a long and happy life. Chaka, chaka, chaka. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Bomb, bomb, bottom. Bomb, bomb, bottom. Stargate opening from myself, very standard stuff. If you do need a build order, because you're not quite sure what to do in the first 3 to 4 minutes of your games against particular races, go to LOTV.spawningtool.com. Those guys have build orders. They have new ones up to date all the time. There are people submitting new ones that they've gotten from players like Max Pax and Cyril and Clem and Rainer and, Innovation, Maru, all sorts of great players, right? So we copy them for our build orders because they're good. It is an Oracle opening here from myself. I do have an Oracle name ready to go, submitted by subscriber Waldo. Thank you, Waldo, for submitting great Oracle names recently. You have some really fun ones. So this Oracle's name is simply Atorium. Atorium possessed the gift of foresight, using her abilities to guide her allies to victory and foreseeing incoming threats from her own or for her own safety. I think to her own safety is maybe the intent there, but whatevs. So yeah, this is an oracle who could see the future. That's what an oracle is. That's where the term comes from, originally from Greek. That's right, I minored in history, scrubs. How you like that? I know facts from Greek history. Honestly, though, a lot of people do, because Greek history is interesting stuff. And certain things like the Percy Jackson series or other fictional stories have really allowed people and gotten people interested in ancient Greek and Roman history. My own daughter is a huge Greek and Roman history nut. Like, she loves that stuff, and it makes me happy too, because again, history minor in college. All right, so Oracle's got some kills, man. 4 kills, 5. Oh, this is really bad. Lings are gonna deal with these zealots and adepts probably, but this Oracle cannot be allowed to be this cost effective, man. That was way too many drone kills. That's why you get up a spore at about 3:30 against Protoss. Start at around 3:15 or so, you'll be fine. Bam, safety spores is what I call them. Me and Somicron call them that when we're streaming StarCraft 2 out on Twitch, twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin. Every Friday night. Kind of late, like 10:30 Eastern time, so But I figure it's a Friday night. People are awake that time, right? Right. Okay. So finally, Spore's coming up. OrkoPolo realizes what's going on here. Says, ah, yes. No Spore in the natural base, which I'm going to ding him 10 Zerg points for. Come on, man. You know there's an Oracle running around. You haven't killed it yet. And if it's just queens, you can't actually save the lives of your drones with just queens. Although, oh gosh, don't die to the Spore. Don't be... Okay. All right. Myself, throwing up gates. Throwing up a Twilight Council, making another Oracle for the second of the day. If you're going to do this, 3 Oracles is kind of the standard play here. So make 1 Oracle, start another one immediately, and then get the 3rd one. And you'll have 3 Oracles by this point for sure. And you can actually fight a Queen with 3 Oracles. I mean, I have to pull one of the Oracles back so it doesn't die, but that Queen will die if it's not microed and there's nothing else supporting it. So this poor OrkoPolo is just getting absolutely hammered on the... harassment here, which, I mean, every StarCraft player has done this. They've died to harassment. Harassment is originally intended just to kind of slow you down, right? And make it so your economy isn't amazing. It makes it so you can't expand 8 times in the first 4 minutes. But sometimes the harassment is straight kills you because you're not ready for it. Oh my gosh, myself has a lot of zealots. So it's a lot of zealots researching charge. Good! I was going to say, if these aren't charge lots, this is a complete waste of zealot, man. So it is a Zealot Oracle army today. I kind of love it. I love the stasis at the front here too. Dude, I'll bet you $1 the group of Lings gets caught in that stasis before all is said and done here. If OrkoPolo sends a single Ling up to trigger that stasis, I'm be very wrong. And I'll also be very impressed, which is nice. I like being impressed. Being impressed feels good. These Lings, okay, they took down the rocks. Good job, boys. Well done. So charge coming in. 3 Forge. Myself believes in the power of upgrades, and I have to say I support that. Bam, bam, bam. Forge, forge, forge. Let's get it. Let's get these forges, ladies and gentlemen. And a Templar Archive. So this could be like an Archon charge lot play, which is actually pretty sick. Against Zerg, too. I love this double expand from OrkoPolo. Double expand left side and in this kind of third base-ish location. So, OrkoPolo maybe gets up to like 80, 85 workers. Gets, what do we want to get? Spire, maybe. Roach Warren, Hydra Den, Lurker Den. All these things would be pretty awesome against this. What I'm worried about is that he just makes Lings and tries to saturate all these bases right before a giant charge lot Archon army shows up. Oh, it's Storm. Okay. So myself is getting Psionic Storm here, not making Archons. I mean, he could make Archons too, but usually, no. Aurorium. Did I say Aurorium? It's Aurorium. Was I saying that wrong the whole time? Probably. Embarrassing. Embarrassing stuff, Falcon. You're better than this. I'm trying to read it on another screen. And I'm 40. I'm a man. So my eyesight is not particularly good. Man, I keep using that I'm a man thing, and I'm realizing it is from something that happened in 2007 or like 2004. And it's a sports reference. And it's a sports press conference reference. So like most of you guys don't get it. But just search I'm a man college football coach and you'll see what I'm talking about. That dude became an absolute meme in the early to mid 2000s. So the benefit here for myself is that charge lots are tough for Zerg to deal with without roaches or banes. Okay. Yeah, forcing a cancel on that third base. By that I mean killing it. Beautiful. But there's a window here where I think myself just needs to go. Myself has Storm. Right? Almost enough energy for Storm. Okay, we can wait you know what? Just move out. Just go. Maybe get some vision out there. Maybe see what we're dealing with. And what we're dealing with is just a bunch of Lings, man. And sure, they've got 1-1 upgrades, but you've got 1-1 upgrades and charge and Storm. I really don't think a third base is necessary here. If you're going to go for a mass charge lot style play against Zerg, it's a timing attack. You want to hit them before 10 minutes. You want to hit them probably closer to 6 or 7 minutes with charge lots. The longer you wait, the more likely it is a Zerg player is going to have Banelings or Roaches or lurkers or things that are pretty good against zealots, as opposed to just regular old lings without adrenal. So the High Templar have their storm now. They've had it for a minute here. We've got a couple Archons trying to defend this third base. Just too defensive, man. OrkoPolo is double expanding again. Holy crap, OrkoPolo somehow only has 41 drones. I'm a little bit amazed by this. I'm a little bit amazed that OrkoPolo has 7 bases at 10 minutes in a mid-rank madness game, but has 47 drones. I don't even know how you manage that. It's floating 2,000 minerals. That's part of how. So his answer to whatever OrkoPolo or whatever myself is doing today is going to be Lings with 2/2 upgrades, and that's it, man. He doesn't have a Baneling Nest. He has an Infestation Pit, which is nice, but myself is committed to the attack. Uh-oh. OrkoPolo's coming the other way, man. Your third base is going to die. In a straight-up base race, he recalls the High Templar home. Interesting. Okay, good storm. Great storm. Dude, getting on top of these High Templar and forcing them to storm themselves would have been... Okay, there we go. Dude, all the High Templar are dead. Zealots are trying to deal with these Lings with 1/1. OrkoPolo has a bad manner here as his natural base goes down. You lost, you know, says OrkoPolo. It's not over yet. It's definitely not over yet. Army value is 64 to 21. You played me before. 8 bases versus 2. Did I? Said myself. You know what I was doing? As his main base just gets absolutely obliterated here. Any other build, you lost. Yeah. You expanded way too much. You didn't saturate your bases in near enough time. You floated 2,000 minerals. Something, Trump, F you. Okay. Well, that's your GG. Myself wants to stick around and kill every one of these buildings, it seems like. So we're going to turn off the music and the sound effects and let him do that. Because a little cathartic to take someone down. Yeah, such a friendly person, says myself. Right. And he taps out. Okay. Well, yeah, that was, that was just an example of don't expand 8 times and have 40 workers at 10 minutes and then get really surprised when a bunch of charge lots show up and you die. He said if you had done any other strategy, or if I had done any other strategy, you'd be dead. I don't know what you're talking about, OrkoPolo. I really don't. Like, it doesn't matter what myself shows up with there. It's gonna beat Lings with 1/1, dude. 100%. I guess maybe you could show up with, like, a small Stalker army and the Lings would wreck that, but otherwise, show up with Mass Void Ray, right? Show up with, again, the High Templar. Show up with a just mass Archon. You're gonna have a bad time. And it was Zealots and it was Archons, and the Zealots did great, and a total of 12 of them went down today. Resources lost 9,200 to 4,600 in favor of myself. Oh, boy. All right, so yeah, that was just a great example of OrkoPolo losing way too many drones early to Oracle Harass, expanding way more than necessary, and is not being at all prepared for a giant charge lot attack that showed up way later than it should have. I think that's where we are learning our lessons here today. Blah. So GG, well done there myself. That is a good build. I would recommend maybe trying to have it hit a little bit sooner than it did. I think you can definitely kill a lot of Zerg players at your level with this. I mean, it's a strategy that we see the professionals use sometimes. Right? I mean, it's ridiculous is what it is. That it's so good that it will take games off players like Serral and Dark and Rogue and Raynor. It's just, it shouldn't happen, but it does, so. Anyway, great stuff. Well done to myself, and that's going to be it for me today. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
The path of the ascension is before us.